If you want to walk away with your life, drop 2 strength.
I was betrayed by my team on the very first day of this Minecraft server, being deemed worthless, which resulted in me dying twice in a 2v1. But what I began to notice was that each time I died, I was permanently losing my attack damage, with the only way to gain it back is by killing other players. And now with me being left all alone, my new goal for the next 2 weeks was to do everything in my power to prove them wrong. But the first step to achieving this goal was to find a new team, as if I'm able to make another team prosper, then it would bring me a step closer into proving my old team wrong about my worthlessness. So, enter Scrozzy, a player on the server who is looking for teammates and also happens to be enemies with the very team that betrayed me. So, I decided to hop on a call with him and work out a deal. I mean, we both had the same enemies, so surely we could team, right? Yo, Scrozzy, can you please let me on your team? Like, I really need one.
Ultra, I just don't really trust you.
Yeah, that really didn't work out for me. Maybe begging people to join their team really isn't a good strategy. But anyways, because of my unrelenting begging, Scrozzy was suspicious of me. So it was decided that in order to prove my worth, I would have to help him trap the owner of the server, Ty, who was a major enemy of Scrozzy. However, trapping Ty is a big risk. With Ty being one of the strongest players on the server, there was a big chance that I could die and lose more strength. But if I wanted to prove anything to my old team and to the rest of the server, I would have to take that risk.
I don't know. Like press T and then he just spams a bunch of stuff in chat, then that's like go time basically.
Everything was ready. Scrozzy had set up the trap and Ty was about to log on very soon. But this mission would definitely be a challenge. With Ty being an experienced player, he definitely wouldn't fall for any old trap. And so, if we were gonna pull this off, I had to hope that Scrozzy had set up a good trap. The trap that Scrozzy had set up, well, was pretty bad. I mean, it was just a regular TNT minecart trap, something that might not even kill Ty. But there wasn't any time left to change things now. With Ty about to log on and head to the location, we had to stick with the trap we had now and pray it worked.
Okay, so when I slash message you, let me copy this. When I slash message you, cheese, you're gonna explode, okay?
Sit in this seat, please.
Can I go under real quick and think the,
I got them right there.
Yeah, like you can mine here. I mean, that's pretty much all I have.
It's not working.
It's not working. Ultra, help me. Ultra.
The trap had completely failed and now Scrozzy was facing Ty's wrath. With Ty having much better gear, it was clear Scrozzy would be killed. However, there was still one last chance for us to kill Ty. If I joined the fight, there was a potential for us to even the playing field. However, in doing so, there was a risk of me dying and losing another strength, which would set me back once again. But then I remembered how my team had cast me aside after deeming me worthless and untrustworthy. If I hid like a coward now and let Scrozzy be killed, I would only be proving them right. And so, despite all the risks on the table, I went in.
I knew it.
Did it? What's going on? Are they fighting?
We're fighting!
Wait, there's another guy.
Yeah, bro, what?
What the fuck?
Hello?
Oh shit, they're both on me!
Okay.
Oh, I'm dead. I had been killed by Ty, losing another strength in the process. What was even worse was that one of my former teammates, Pantro, had helped Ty kill me, and now I was humiliated once again by my old team. However, my sacrifice wasn't in vain, as it allowed Scrozzy to escape and survive. But even if Scrozzy got away, our trap had completely failed, and that would mean Scrozzy would never team with me, which meant I would never be able to get my payback on the team that betrayed me. However, just as I was about to log off the server for good, I was told by Scrozzy to meet up with him.
Oh yeah. Oh, hello,
No, wait.
Ultra.
No, cave.
Let's get away from that. It seems weird, but this is the only way. Okay, I just need you to sign this. You can take a look at it right there. It's just, it only requires death if you decide to do some betraying. Thank you very much.
So what's the second thing? What's the
Second thing is with base. Well, we're about to do a reveal of our very cool humble abode.
Despite the trap's failure, Scrozzy still wanted to team with me as my sacrifice had shown him that I was a worthy teammate. And now, having access to Scrozzy's base, I finally had a safe place where I can grind and plot my next move. Oh my god, dude. This base is actually a lifesaver. I can finally grind. I'm actually so grateful, bro. Scrozzy's base, although not the best, gave me something so much more, a chance to survive without having to worry about someone hunting me down. Throughout the server, I was never given this chance. But things would be quickly flipped upside down when I got added to a group chat by the same two people that had just killed me before, Ty and Pantro, with Pantro also being one of my old teammates that humiliated me. They had saw my sacrifice for Scrozzy and now wanted me to head to spawn to make an offer for me. However, considering we were fighting each other just days before, I felt like this was a trap. Either way, my curiosity got the best of me and I decided to head to spawn.
Okay, so why are
Right
you
now-
here?
Grab your armor real quick.
If we want to kill you, we can do it right now with your armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now your armor is looking pretty ugly, so we're just gonna fix it up real quick. Yeah, here you go. We gotta fix it up real quick.
Okay, so what are we talking?
What is your favorite color?
Or red?
Pick
I
one.
only get.
Pick right, and you'll walk out of this conversation with something really cool.
I'll just say blue. I'll just say blue.
Okay,
Easy.
that's
So you got
the
it.
correct choice.
Ultra, what strength are you at?
I'm on -3.
Yeah, one each.
Okay.
Do you want to team with us?
I was now presented with a difficult choice. Although it wasn't a trap, this situation was even worse, as now I had to choose between my loyalty for Scrozzy, who had pulled me out of my lowest point on the server, or siding with Ty and Pantro, who were offering me tons of gear and strength to help against my former team. And Pantro was also one of my former teammates who now acknowledged my worth. If I stayed with Scrozzy, I was sure the rest of my former team still wouldn't take me seriously. And so, after great deliberation over my options, I made my decision.
Honestly, sure.
There you go.
Actually, you said no.
I mean, we have Blooper and you now. Have a good day, Ultra.
Alright, have a good day, Ty.
I had decided to take their offer, joining Ty's alliance to further my own goals of proving my old team wrong, and finally show them what I can do. Obviously, joining Ty came with its own risks, as Ty was enemies with a lot of the server. The reason being that he had tried to kill the entire server in the past with Warden, which made everyone his enemy, and now that I was teamed with him, I would be a target as well. But that wasn't my problem. I still had my scores to settle with the rest of my old team, and if something was going to happen, I was sure gonna make the first move. You see, Pantro, being one of my former teammates that now rejoined me, had been kicked from my old team's group chats after they found out. However, that didn't mean he had no information, as he knew the location of all the bases that my former team were abandoning since removing him. But because Pantro was kicked not that long ago, some of my former team might still be moving out of the bases. It was a perfect chance to catch one of them off guard and extract information. And so we headed to one of these bases. Upon arriving, our assumption was correct, and we found a player in the base who also happened to have no gear at all. What we had to do now was to somehow trick or pressure him into setting his spawn so we can interrogate him.
I just died and lost all my stuff. They didn't want to give it back.
Alright, it's fine. It's just pretend you have armor. I don't know. Is there like diamonds anywhere? We need you to trust us, okay? And just keep in mind, at any point, you can back out.
Yeah, do that.
I want you to back away real quick.
Now, you see this hole that I'm making right here?
I just put my stuff in the chest.
No.
Put all your stuff there.
We're not
We don't need your
cruel.
stuff. Using pressure, we managed to get him to set his spawn, and now we can force information out of him through threats. You see, another feature of this server's plugin is if you go below -5 strength, you'll be banned off the server. And so, using this to our advantage, we can force this player to give us more information on the whereabouts of my enemies.
Hold on. I just want to see. I'm... Okay, no, he actually did drop all his stuff.
So here's the deal. I want you to tell us the
and
full
take
truth.
stuff back before despawn.
It will show that the base like.
Pantro, come here.
We ended up interrogating him for hours, and although we got some information like our enemies' DMs, we didn't get what we wanted out of him, which was their whereabouts. And so eventually, we decided to ban him off the server, not only to get some strength, but to also send a warning signal to my old team that we were striking back. So over the course of the next few days, my teammates and I prowled the server, picking off any members of my old team one by one, slowly draining them of their resources. It didn't matter where they would hide or how far they would run, because I would always find them. It was perfect. I was at the top of the world. I was finally showing my old team what I could do, and how I wasn't just a worthless player they could cast aside, but something didn't feel right. I don't know if it was the feeling of revenge or the methods I used to obtain it. All this time, I wanted revenge on my old team so badly from the start, and in the process, I killed so many players, with most of them just being innocent people who just wanted to play the server and have fun. This conflict between me and my old team wasn't just between us anymore. The whole server was getting involved, and if it didn't end soon, it was clear the entire server would be brought down with us. And so, after a long conversation with the leader of my former team, Agent Pig, he gave me a final offer to end all the bloodshed.
Ultra, I know that you've wanted payback for us betraying you for a while now, and I have a deal. If you manage to beat me in a fair 1v1 to the death, then you can rejoin our team.
A final duel to the death, that was what he offered, and if I won, he would concede by letting me join his team and finally admitting my worth. But if I lost, I would forever be laughed at by the rest of the server and never get my payback. This was my last chance to finally prove my old team wrong. But for a quick second, if you could please subscribe, that would be very appreciated. I'm trying to reach 5k and it would help me a lot. Anyways, enjoy the final duel.
Hello,
well, I
Ultra.
guess we've come a long way since the start of the server. Well, I kind of like picked off your teammates one by one. You're the last one left. Well, all right. I guess there isn't really much explanation to do. No, I don't know why you betrayed me. Like, this could have been us fighting some other player.
It was part of the plan from day one.
What?
I added you to the team just so that I could betray you
Bro,
and
you're
get free
so
strength.
greedy for strength.
Look, who doesn't want strength? The reason you killed my teammates was for strength.
No, it wasn't just for strength. It was just so I could prove you wrong.
I know you're weak. I know you're weak. I know you're weak.
Oh my god, I did not even think of getting off that. Oh, yeah, might as well. Okay, calm
I
down.
know you're oh.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Oh!
Oh, your boots, your boots. Wait, what? I did not look at my health. No.
Let's go!
GG's.